now I can't run.
Wow, healed improperly.
It's definitely not right. I don't know what it sounds like when you walk, but it sounds like I have just nickels in my pocket. It's like
Did,
a grinding of nickels.
did you really go to the cheerleading camp when you were
I
a kid?
really did. Yeah. That's a true story. So my mom did not want to drive the extra 5 minutes to the boys' basketball camp because my sisters were already going to this cheer camp. So
Mm.
they made me go to the cheer camp with all girls.
You got some great moves though.
I did have some great moves. A
Yeah.
lot of my stage moves come from that cheer camp. Yeah, and I wasn't old enough to enjoy like, yeah, all women. I was 8 years old, so it was still like gross and yes.
I think one of my favorite lines in that whole bit is that when you said it, being cheering someone who's teasing you.
Oh yeah, it's very rare that you have to cheer people on that are actively bullying you in real time. Yeah.
um,
Like imagine all the people that left you hate comments online. You had to Venmo them.
I admire how far you've come at such a young age, and I know you started off in Upright Citizens Brigade, which is a coup just to get into that troop. How did it all come together for that?
Oh, I just saw a show and then started taking classes and then just worked my way into that. Always wanted to do stand up, but improv was an easier way in
Hmm.
because you can perform more often and you can fail with other people. Unlike stand up, where if something doesn't go well, it is just you up there.
Yeah.
With improv, if it is not going well, you can very easily shift the blame. It is very easy as a human being to be like, oh, Tyler was off tonight
Right.
and not me. So that was a fun way. But the problem with improv is that only improv students watch improv, and improv is terrible.
It can
Uh,
be. Well, there's a thing over here in Fort Mason called theater sports that's
yeah.
improv, and you're right. It's hard to hit a home run, but when somebody comes up with a line, and we all know that they just came up with it, it's pretty genius.
It's pretty genius. I think it's very rare that it's good. Like Middlevich and Shorts is a great improv team, and
Hmm.
they toured. They played Carnegie Hall. That's a great example. But it is so far and few between. Because stand up, you're more likely to see a good show because they have at least done some work on it,
Right.
and other audiences have had to sit through the pain of them coming up with a joke. With improv, it's like we just made this up, and a lot of shows you're like, yeah, we can tell. It's like improv is like karaoke where it's very enjoyable for the people that are doing it,
Right.
but all of us that are around in the bar we're like, okay, this needs to stop.
I remember Tina Fey said in her Bossy Pants book that her number one rule of improv was don't answer any question with a yes or no. It's like she said one time a guy pulled a gun on her and she said, the gun I gave you as a Christmas present? Now you're pointing it at me? So she's created this whole other backstory instead of just don't shoot. But that's probably hard to get that skill down.
Oh yeah, it's a skill. You have to keep inventing and adding stuff because there's no set, there's no clear ending to it, so you have to add just a bunch of information. Yeah.
Can you think about like how it's helped you with your acting career because you've done a lot of
Yeah.
acting now?
No, I would recommend improv to anyone that's doing stand up or acting because you're forced to be in all these scenes and react in different ways. So someone would come out like you said with a gun, so you would have to react and act as if. So you're doing many scenes, more scenes than you would do in an acting class where you work on one scene and maybe that's all you do that one week is that one emotion. You're doing a bunch of other scenes and with if you're also doing stand up, it forces you to treat stand up less precious. To be like, oh, you could get a laugh from just saying Dr. Fart Helicopter? Well, I don't need to craft my well worded jokes about my mom not sending me to a hospital. You're much looser with it. And you can actually talk to the crowd like a human being.
Couple more questions from Moses Storm, the headliner at the Punchline all this weekend. I would imagine that it's very exciting to your agent calls you and says you're going to be in a Burger King commercial, but deep down you're like, I am a thespian and I will not flog burgers. Or you're like, no, it's a great check. It's on national TV.
Yeah, so that wasn't an agent call. So I had been doing some social experiments, which is one of the douchier sentences you could say as a human being. But I had done this thing where I had to throw throw the most exclusive birthday party
Right.
because everyone in LA is trying to have the most like high security elite birthday. Uh, my plan to do that, to kind of make fun of that, was to have my birthday at the LAX International Airport at the Chili's to go. So in order to attend, you had to buy a non-refundable boarding pass, bring fake bags, and
Mm-hmm.
go through security to
Right.
attend this birthday. Made a video around that that did well online, and then some companies reached out with some similar offers, and they had roughly seen. I can't remember exactly how it got in there,
Mm.
but it wasn't a agent and audition type of thing.
So what was the cheapest ticket, like San Diego or Vegas or?
Yeah, it was a ticket to Vegas with from LA with a 3 hour layover in Arizona.
Right.
So it's like you could have drove. Why would you fly? So did that, and then the Burger King thing that you're referring to is the commercial was like, well, we only have 15 seconds for this commercial, so why don't we let uh, Amazon Echo or Hey Siri take care of the rest of it? So then I asked on the commercial, Hey Siri, when this is going to set people's Siris off,
Uh huh.
or if you still have a iHome. Uh, so the commercial would set off everyone's virtual assistant
Right.
or speaker, and with Burger King facts, and then some hackers changed the Burger King because the Burger King facts were pulling from the Wikipedia page. So then hackers changed the Wikipedia page
Uh.
to to stuff like rat poison,
Uh.
all the stuff that was in the Whopper. Yeah, so that was that, and that a lot of people got very mad and very excited about that, and it was a very fun project to
A
be a
few
part of.
a few years ago, someone was saying, because I did an Alexa little joke on the air, and someone said, "You set my Alexa off," and I said, "So if I say Alexa, play Paranoid by Black Sabbath," and they go, "It's on," and then being a D, I said, "Hey blah," because I don't want to do it again. "Hey blah, order me a large pepperoni pizza," and he's like, she just did, and then I got emails. You asked, she did. I'm like, that's dangerous to have that thing around. I don't want that thing around.
Right, and that it's constantly listening to you.
Yeah.
Every time there's these apps with like face apps, and people are like, "Oh, don't use these apps because the Russians are gonna have your photos," and it's like, well, one, you're bugging yourself. You have a constant speaker that's listening to you. Also, you're using social media. You're uploading everything you're doing, every photo.
Your thumbprints on your phone.
Yeah, the Russians already have your photos, and they do not care.
My older brother one time said something like that, and I go, "Do you really think the Russians give a hot damn about you and what you're doing?"
Exactly. That's the thing. That's even when I'm like, you think you're gonna get mugged on the street, and it's like you're not that important to get mugged. You don't look that good. You don't look good enough to get mugged.
Right. Although I'll throw in one more to your lines here is that you look like the kid who says, "Don't you know who my dad is?"
I do look like that. Yes. Anyone who has not seen me is just listening to me. You see my face, and you're like, that guy has at least been to one yachting regatta. Or at the very least knows what a yachting regatta is.
Exactly. You can see his face in person at the Punchline. He's got a show tonight. He has 2 shows tomorrow. He has 2 shows on Saturday. Where can we see you, social media wise? Anything else?
Everything is at Moses Storm. I mainly use Instagram so I can pass off my photos to the Russians. I'm in direct cohorts with them. But yeah, at Moses Storm.
And so we'll do the old routine. We'll take a picture, tweet it out, say make sure, and then you can see all your brethren out here have signed the wall, and we'll do that.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for coming in, man.
Thank you for having me.
I'm a fan. Make sure to check out Moses Storm at the Punchline this weekend. I'm Rick Tittle. Come on back.